Oh yeah. Well, this time I'm behind the mic is not a start of something unique, because this topic is very good to pick by anyone. This is one of the worst games in Need for Speed franchise, but probably the most disappointing, or should I say the most wanted? This is supposed to be a calm, fact-based, slow-brew rant about every aspect I felt myself uncomfortable with, trying to be not very angry because I'm not good in that. Alright, let's go! The thing I experienced first is the system of car swaps. Honestly, the whole map is littered with cars we can drive after exploring them. Gotta catch them all. The fact that we haven't got a garage with our few most loved and fully customized cars is very strange to say the least. Just as strange that there is no main menu. You start the game and after a short summary, you are already hitting the streets. But it's just the first sign of a landslide. Because there's no chance to modify anything on the cars outside of power-ups, not even the color use what you get. Just to underline that none of them are truly yours. And by the way, your wallet is empty anyway, because there's no currency. Since this is the topic, I should tell you about the only way humanity can survive on Earth and live happily ever after. Wait, it's not that video. But hey, you still gain something after race is finished on the top. Performance upgrades is cool, right? Well, its system is also very uncomfortable to me. My main issue is that I have to unlock them again and again and again for each car separately. In my opinion, it's an artificial stretching of the game and can become very annoying very quickly. Because if you have cops behind and switch to a car without nitros or self-inflating tires, what Mario Kart like absurd is the latter, your chance to get in trouble increases drastically. And you get bounty as well to pump yourself higher on the blacklist, because what would MV be without that? Very promising, but the characters are missing from it. All of them! There's no one to hate, no one to laugh at, just the crippling nihility all over the game. As now I think about it, knowing all blacklist members have a car we can't have until taking them down, maybe we fight to give salvation and finally liberate the cursed souls from their supercar-shaped cages? Like Death God or something? That would answer why all boss fights movies about how the opponent comes into reality, and why most of them are insanely bizarre. If I read it this way, it could give finally a story too. Another thing I totally miss. Sure, maybe I got used to that this series had a simple little backstory all the time since Underground, but especially after we got The Run, which is an interactive movie rather than a game, this complete lack of this aspect is even bigger flop. Good thing developers also saw it in the upcoming episodes. One more thing about chapter endings. Many people complain all the time about rubber banding, the reason why you can't get away from your opponents even if you do your best. I didn't experience it too much until I tried out this game. Bosses do return in the most annoying way to the competition, as well as cops sometimes. Oh well. Alright, now come to Lads in Blue. In the original MV, we got the best cop experience in my opinion, many of them highly destructible and well placed, with a dedicated chase song, and the fact that if we get caught, there's a price to pay, one way or another. Oh, and with the fear of the Elite Squad of Cross. Well, Corvettes are still the Archangels of Doom, but now they only throw spike strips running in front of us. Close combat is no longer their style. Experience is also broken by the lack of chase music. Now confrontation with police feels just like a grocery run while listening to the radio. Cars handling is strange to me at least. They don't react too well for trying to control with keyboard. Skill issue, I know. Driving flow is hectic that way, especially at low speed. But if Criterio put this simcade-like grip handling, why is the drift-to-drift system? At least finally AVD cars don't feel like their weight center is on the rear track. Strange handling leads to crashes, and I can't understand why are these highlighted. All the time there's a cinematic animation about our new failure, presented like a fatal crash, but it's only to make the game longer and the player angrier. We can continue after it. The greatest slaps in the face are coming now. The first is that there are no consequences at all. If we get caught, we start from the yard pound in the same car and only the bounty of the current chase flies away. Like the officer would come to us, give a head pat and say gently, better luck next time. Casuals probably like it, but those who went through many runaways may think it's unnecessarily light-hearted. Second one, and maybe the worst, is the explicit laughter on the players if they don't want to pay more for a game that they already bought. The billboards are advertising the downloadable content. Each time you visit a card that's not in the original 41, you are reminded for your empty wallet, and there's a whole friggin' area you can't enter because of the paywall. There's been a boss chase where after they lost, the still possessed card did its run away over this wall, so I had to lurk on the highway before they appeared again. Totally unfair to give the illusion of something, then telling you need 5 bucks to get it. In my opinion, this is the main thing that makes this episode the darkest one. That's all, my dear hatchlings. Follow the Tengu in the future as well. Ayaya!